Okay, Facebook is working. And YouTube is working. Right. Always a slow start here. Okay. Okay. We are back. See, I knew not to touch anything because as soon as I did, I screwed something up. So, okay. Anyways, so we're on. We're good. I'm just not going to touch anything. And I'm just going to bounce back and forth. So this is streaming on YouTube and Facebook. So if I miss your comment, I always go back and check. All right. So what we're doing tonight is I just want to go through the TMI kits that we have scheduled and that are coming up. Some are in lower quantities than others. So I wanted to just run through them. So next Tuesday, which is October 10th, we're going to be working with this Cypress. It's called a Cypress drop. Okay. So it's kind of like a small teardrop swag, and it's going to be very simple. This is great if you're just looking for something kind of minimalistic, or if you are just learning, you know, in the earlier stages of designing with swags. This is going to be a very like quick and easy design to make by hand. Okay, so it's going to come with this Real Touch Cypress. We're going to have 3 of these berries. And then it's going to come, I'm like using all of David Christopher's ribbon right now. So this one is called Plaid Pattern on Red Dupont with Gold Back. Okay, this is very similar to the Nutcracker plaid that David Christopher has, and I'm obsessed with it. I've been using it all on everything. So then we're going to have these 2 ribbons to go with it. Okay, so with promo code Cara20, you save 20%. So this kit is only $76. So you might have things you want to add to it, things you want to swap out, but for 76 bucks, I mean, it's a really good deal. So we're going to be making this on Tuesday, October 2nd. Okay. Let's see. All right. And then the next one that we're going to be doing, this one is almost sold out. So it kind of tells me that maybe we should be doing arrangements more often, but TMI Gifts is awesome. If you ask them, you know, if you let them know there's something that you're looking for that they don't carry, you know, like we have asked before for greenery, we've asked before for florals, and they always deliver. It's, you know, a family-owned company. They listen when we ask for things. They want to help, you know, the creative community. So one of my more recent requests was to get containers. And so this is one of them. I love it because it's just so antique-y looking. And so for this kit, we are going to be using these blue roses. So these also kind of have an antique-y look to them. They've got like a little bit of like greenish tinge on the edges of the petals. So we're going to use this. We're going to be using this for our filler bush, which we've used this several times before. A little goes a very long way with this stuff. Then we're going to be using some lamb's ear. Okay, we're staying pretty much within the blue-based family for greenery. Okay, so these are all blue-based. And then we're going to be using 3 of these berry stems. So I have these in another kit too. I mean, these are really good quality. They're nice, heavy duty, and they have like a really unique, kind of like that chartreuse color to them. And then we're going to add in just a few of these snowball hydrangea just for a little pop. So there is one of these kits left. I'm pretty sure this is the one that's almost sold out. So we're going to be doing this one on, I think it's the 8th. So yeah, we're going to be doing this one on October 8th. And if you use promo code CAR20 at TMI Gifts, it's only $80. So This is a lot for $80. This container alone, you know, it's got to be at least 20. So this is a great value, and it's going to come together beautifully. You will need to add foam. I wish I had thought to put foam in the kits. I didn't. So you could use styrofoam. I'm going to be using the dry Oasis. No, not dry Oasis. Dry floral foam for mine. Okay, we're going to glue it in. So that is kit number 2. This one there is only one left of. So if you are getting a kit, shipping is free as long as the kit kind of stands on its own. If you add other things to the cart, then it's going to end up charging you for shipping. So you'd want to just check out and do your kit on its own. Okay. Next up, you know your girl has to do some wreaths. So this isn't really Christmas specific, although I do think you could put a twist on it and make it fall even. So this kit is, so this kit after the promo code, it's $84. Okay, so if you are on the newer side or you're struggling with pairing things, these kits are great, whether it's mine or one of the other designers. It's great because a lot of the guesswork has been taken out for you, as well as not having to buy quantities of things, you know, too much, too little. So, you know, if you're looking at other designers' kits too, you just want to make sure that if you're getting their kit that you use their promo code, because we all have different ones. So, you know, mine's CAR20, but, you know, everyone's got their own. So for this one, they have really nice grapevine wreaths. These are not like the Michael's specials. So we have a nice hardy 18-inch grapevine base. Then this is the piece de resistance. This is what like brought this whole thing. When I saw this, I had to have it. This would also make an amazing arrangement. It's very, very moody, which, you know, I love. So let's see. Okay, so on this bush, and I always think it's great to get bushes of florals because, again, things have already been paired for you, and it also, they usually come with like different textures. So for this, these florals, they're like dried looking. They're kind of antique-y looking. It comes with some berries. It's got eucalyptus in it. So the foliage is decent. Sometimes I'm not a fan, but this looks good. So yeah, so we're going to be using this bush of Burgundy peonies. We're going to use some of these silver dollar. Let me see what it's called. This is called mocha eucalyptus. Okay, I'll go with it. It's very kind of like, it looks more like beigey and peach to me. And then we're going to be using this as a filler, more moodiness. And then just to get in a little bit of brightness, we're going to be using this bush of greenery. Okay, so this is really stuff, this is for indoor. This is not something, I mean, no. This, you would want it to be covered or used indoors, so I meant to say. So we're going to be using this greenery, and then again, we're going to be using these berries, which I love. So with the discount code, it ends up being $84. So $84 for a wreath kit, no shipping fee, is a great deal. So this kit I have not scheduled yet. I'm probably going to get all the winter ones, or I am going to get all the winter ones done, I think, before. But obviously you can take, you know, a kit and go rogue, and you don't have to wait. Okay, next is, okay, so this is going to be for Valentine's Day. So this one I'll definitely be scheduling out last. But how fun is this pink teardrop swag? Okay, this is David Christopher. I am like a big fan of this company right now. Great value for their products, great quality. So for Valentine's Day, and I'm not the biggest Valentine's Day person. If you know, I started my Etsy shop on Valentine's Day, so that speaks volumes. But yeah, I don't do a whole lot for Valentine's Day typically, but when I saw the materials there, I was like, no, I have to give this a go. So we are going to be using these super cute foam hearts, right? Then we have some of these smaller ones that we're going to pepper throughout. Okay, and then look at this. This is also something I picked up for Christmas. Okay, so these, Bruno is Bruno is on the move, which always makes me a little nervous. Hey, Edna in California. How are you? Thanks for joining. Yes, so let's see. These pearls, so they're like pearl and crystal sprays. Okay. What are they called? Okay, so these are called pearl diamond sprays. Okay, and they are gorgeous. They can be broken up. So after the discount code, this kit would be $100. Oh, and of course I forgot the ribbon, and we can't do it without the ribbon, right? So we're going to be layering these 3 ribbons, which these are all great quality. Like when you have a ribbon that's pretty much standing on its own, you know it's that structured, then you know it's great quality. So we're going to be layering in, we've got our pink and red, we've got our pink velvet, and then we're going to do some pink, not pink, red glitter. Okay, so we're going to take the ribbons and we're going to just, you know, weave it in and out throughout this spray. So this is our Valentine's Day spray, $100 with the promo code. Again, a lot of stuff in here that you don't have to do any of the guesswork. It's all been done for you. And then I have one more, and then I'm going to make a bow. So I am not just here to do my spiel here, but I also wanted to make sure that I took the time to show everybody the kits, because when we were at TMI Gifts, it was nice being able to actually see and feel everything so that you could design a kit and actually know exactly what's going into it. So for this one, now these, I believe these 34-inch teardrop swags, I think they're all in the kits. I could be wrong, or they could have been restocked by now. But these teardrop swags are stunning. And I know last year it was very hard to get teardrop swags. So they started using alternate shaped swags. Okay, but this one is gorgeous. Okay, and it's even got, let's see, does it have a loop? Yes. It even has, you know, a loop built into it. So we're going to be using this. This is a big boy for sure. And hey, Kathy, how are you? Going over some kits that we're going to be doing. So this one has a lot in it. Okay, so this kit after the discount code is going to be $112. But for what you're getting, it is definitely well worth it. So we are going to be using some of these gold leaves. And I don't know if you can see them, but they also have like little crystals. Like, it's not glitter. They're more like crystals, like little, like almost like beads of water. So these are really, really pretty in detail. So we're going to be using some of these. Then I love these. So these, I think they're ferns. They are bronze. They have gold, but they also have these little pops of like pink, like hot pink or fuchsia glitter in them. So I feel like these could be used for a lot of different things. We're going with more of the brown. This is called the chocolate mousse swag kit, but there's a lot that could be done with those in particular. Then, if you have been seeing these finials, okay, these are flocked finials, and I had not seen them anywhere until I was at TMI Gifts, so I got them in all sorts of colors. But yep, these are finial ornaments. So we're gonna have 2 of, what are they called? They're tan. Then we're gonna pair them with some ornaments. So we have this large copper ornament. And then we have these that I think are really cool. They're very textured. So these are all shatterproof. So this is called a chocolate crinkle. Hey, Brooklyn. This is called a chocolate crinkle ornament. Okay, again, plastic. It's not gonna break or anything like that. And then, of course, we've got the ribbon. So this ribbon, when I looked at it just in person, like I liked it, but when you actually see it on something, Lori at TMI Gifts had designed with it, it is really, really beautiful. So it's got copper, it's got brown, it's got gold. So we're going to be pairing that with this diagonal print tan ribbon, and then finishing it off with this brown, it's like a flat glitter. So I don't know if the glitter comes off at all, but it definitely isn't as bad as like things that, you know, it looks like you're in. Looks like you're in the strip club. So these are not nearly as messy. Any of these, let me see if it's got the name on it. No, but I think it is called something like flat glitter. Okay, so these are the kits that we have. I'm going to be doing this kit probably in 3 weeks, maybe 4, but I'll definitely announce it. Just so if you want to design with me, you can. If you want to just hang out and watch, or, you know, we can just chat while we're designing, any of that. So, hey, Amber. Amber, if you thought I botched things before, I've been hopping on my private Facebook page all day. But yes, I was just showing the last of the kits. So this one is the chocolate mousse kit. All right. So if you have any questions about the kits, whether you're watching this now or you're watching this on replay, let me know. But in the meantime, I also wanted to just make a bow. Because why not? Let's see. And it was hard to pick because I keep shopping at TMI Gifts. And so the amount of ribbon I have right now, it just continues to multiply. But, okay, I'm going to do it. So I've been avoiding this ribbon. I bought it. I was super excited to buy it at Wreath Makers Live. And then I've been too scared to use it. So this ribbon, you could knock somebody out with, okay? This is from, of course you're here, Amber, Creek Road. And so this is really special. Karen, one of our other members, made something today. And what she did with this is she actually flipped the ribbon in different places. So even though she's just using one, you're seeing the jacquard side, and then you're seeing the harlequin. So harlequin is incredibly popular for every season, and it's with good reason because it just pops. So, you know, even though I am working on my pairing skills for it, people are just mixing it with things with stripes, you know, bright colors, things like that. So this is a very high quality ribbon, and it was 28 bucks. And I know when you go on their website too, they have, you know, like a discount code if you sign up. I know. Oh, Amber, gotta be you, huh? Oh, thank you, Edna. Glad you like it. So yes, so even though I'm not doing the swag tonight, or whatever the heck I'm gonna be doing, I wanted to just show you kind of where I'm going with this. So these are both from TMI Gifts. Okay, they have a variety of these black and white, you know, check Christmas ornaments. They're shatterproof. Okay. And then also they have these, they're called ballberry sprays, but they have these in like almost every color. So you can get them in gold, silver, white. They have them in mint. So Lindsay from Tarnation Creation actually used some of this for she did Halloween double doors on these moss rectangular frames, and it came out so beautiful. So it is black and sparkly. It's very, very chic. Okay, so I am thinking of pairing this with some black velvet that I just had. Then going in with some of this diagonal, and this diagonal, and then this gold. All right, so let's see how it goes. I have been making bows today. Let's see if I can do this. And Amber, I still haven't used my reindeer yet, and I got another one. So not sure why I got more when I haven't used the first one, but I think he's gonna go in a wreath and a swag. Both of them. The brothers. I think that's where the brothers are gonna go. Hey, Julie. I know it's you, Driftwood Hill. How are you? I'm very excited to be doing the summit with you, my friend. Ashley has been putting in the work. So if you haven't heard about the Merry Design Summit, Ashley from Three Little Greenwoods has organized it. But it is going to have 20 designers over the course of 3 days. It is free to watch or to join. And if you go to my Facebook page or any of the designers, There's somewhere in there, there's a link for you to sign up. Okay, so that starts the 7th. It's the 7th, 8th, and 9th. I believe I go on the 9th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard. All right, so on to our bow. Are you doing a centerpiece, Amber? Because I'd love to see it. Love, love, love. I can't wait to see what you do with it. All right, so we're going to start off with our 4-inch. So let's see here. I'm going to make the tail, it's about 1 foot long. And then I'm going to measure 7 inches. Okay, whenever I'm using a bow maker, which I like to just because sometimes my hands cramp, when I'm measuring, I like to just kind of push down the fabric so that I get an accurate measurement. If I do it like this, I don't really know necessarily that this side's going to have the same amount of fluff, and we want them to be even. It's actually sad to even cover up the other side. It's so pretty. We're going to show it on the tails, but still, it's just, I mean, I can see why it's so heavy. There's a lot in here. All right, so let's go ahead and make 4 of these loops. Now this is thick, so I'd say like if you wanted to do a lot with it, I think it's going to get hard to do pretty quickly, just basing it on how thick it is right now, as far as keeping it nice and snug in the middle. So we will be securing this with a zip tie because there's going to be some pressure for this thing to pop. All right. So now I'm just going to run it down the side, and I'm going to cut it so our tails are pretty much matching. All right. Ooh. Okay, you're getting your supplies from TCT, Miss Melissa. It's got to be something good. So already we have this bow. So even if you wanted to just do, you know, a bow with 2 loops, say you were doing your Christmas tree and you wanted to have these kind of, you know, spread out, you could just do 2 loops. You could make a beautiful tree topper with it as well. All right, now we're going to go in with our black velvet. Ooh, this guy is not wired. I don't like that. Okay. Something isn't wired. Like, I don't even know why I have this now. I'm just going to make a set of tails with this because if you have ribbon that is not wired, there is nothing to keep your loops structured. They're just going to be floppy. So clearly this is one of those times where I didn't read the directions. This is something from Amazon. So sometimes I hit the card a little too quick. All right, so now that we've done that, let's go in. You guys the same? 1.5? Yeah. All right. Let's go in with our 1.5 inch. Matching arrangements. Ooh, I want to see. And I still have like these little guys up here. And I want to do something with them. I have to let them go. If I love them, I need to let them go. At least that's what I'm supposed to say. I don't know. All right. So my black velvet, that kind of threw me for a loop. Let me just see if I have more. I don't think I do. Okay. There's just a wall of ribbon back there. Hold on now, because I just feel like that's enough. I want to have it 2.5 inch. Oh, it's so hard for me to decide the first one. All right, one of the perks of being a ribbon hoarder is that we have backup. Okay, so we actually have white velvet and it's still got that gold trim. So let's go with that. Oh, I love that they're going to be bougie. Hello, TMI Gifts. I was running through all my kits. I was going through everything today, so I was just showing folks what we have going on because we're starting to schedule. We're going to start with that nice simple Cypress flag. We're going to be doing that next week on the 2nd, I believe. All right, so now I'm going in with my 2.5 inch. I just like the sizes to go down a little bit, so I didn't want to go from 4 inches to 1.5. I'm sure you can. You know, when you're designing, there's no hard, fast rules for things. If it looks good and it feels good, then you go with your instincts. For me, I like it to kind of size down gradually. So let's make some 6-inch loops. We're using all thick fabric here right now. All right, and then as you're putting it through the dowel, just twisting it. And geez, I found a great bow maker on TikTok. And I wish I knew what his name was right now because I saved some of his videos. He just has so many great tips that when he says it, you're like, oh, that totally makes sense. Like how you can make it so that patterns aren't going the opposite way. And I was just like, how did I not know that? Like usually I'm like double twisting the loops and there's just a whole easy way to do it that does not involve any of that. All right. So I am going to do, I think I want to do 8s. Let's see. Just curious how thick this is going to get. My little ribbon wrangler here. It does keep things tame. I will give it that for sure. Yeah, see, if I was doing this, if I was hand tying this bow, holding this much fabric for this long, it would absolutely hurt my wrists. It's not fun getting old. All right, so. Out. Let's just do 6. Get 6 loops going. Yeah, I did one earlier with 1 bow, but still, I just don't think I could hold it that long. Like if it's, because it's, for that one, it was a tree topper, so it's using the whole roll. But honestly, I feel like my hands have been like this for so long, so I can't even say it's like I'm old now. It's like I've just been old. I am and I have been old. All right. Let's go in with some of this diagonal. Just deciding. Maybe we'll use the 2.5 inch. Hey Kim, how are you? I loved that ribbon you were showing earlier. I think it was in the stories, but you get your hands on some good stuff, my friend. You have amazing taste in your design materials. And I love just seeing you. Just like I love seeing Amber and Julie. It's always so much more fun when you get to actually see the people who make these things and you get to know them. So I'm gonna do some 5-inch loops here. Yes, so Kim, you are quite entertaining, so I love it. I love seeing you pop up on my feed. Oh, Amber. Hello, Letty. Letty is my sister-in-law, and I love her, and she is incredibly creative. So if ever you want to peer pressure somebody that they should have an Etsy shop, or they should have, like, I don't know, 10 years ago, at least, I would say pressure and bully Letty, because she also has an amazing craft room. So what is stopping her? That's a great question. What is stopping you, Letty? All right, so let's see. This one's just way too small. Yeah, and Letty, it was also a, S show getting on again. I was going on the wrong pages again. My mom was like, I was going to call you, but I didn't want you to look more flustered. I'm like, yeah, I don't blame you. I'm like, don't call me if I'm screwing up that badly. Just let me go. There's no saving me at that point. The more frazzled I get, the more mistakes I'm going to make. You do travel, don't you? Yes. But Letty can do a million different things, and she is so creative, and she's so funny that people would love you like I do. So Amber went to Global Wildlife. Thanks, Valerie. And sorry, I know I jumped off earlier. I knew I shouldn't have touched it. As soon as I touch the computer, it's like it's game over. I've ruined it. So Amber can obviously give the deets on this, but what I will say, because I saw Amber on Facebook when she was at Global Wildlife, you are like with giraffes. What else were you with, Amber? I think I'm just fixated on the giraffes, but I know you were like with it was like kind of like a safari. And I'm wondering if that place was like you are hilarious, Letty. Like if it was a sanctuary. I need to read about it, but I was very, very jealous. Very jealous of you and that experience. To actually be like nuzzling with giraffes. That is like my dream. If you think I love dogs, you give me some extra wildlife. I will gladly take it. Hey, Ginger. My dear, I know. I had to. I was actually going to design with them, and I pulled out all of the stuff for a swag, and then my daughter came home, and we had sushi, and I was like, I just don't have it in me anymore. So he's too pretty to just put away, though. He deserves to be front and center on a Saturday night. All right, and then I love this ribbon. So this is Deluxe. Deluxe is a brand that I discovered this year, and it is like very high quality. Like I say, it's like getting Pottery Barn at a Walmart price. It's very high quality, and it is very reasonably priced. Like I'm always surprised at the pricing on it, because I know I would pay more for it. All right, so now I'm just gonna go in, make 2 loops with this. Absolute heaven, 900 acres of wildlife conservation. There were giraffes, deers, zebras, kangaroos, llama, bison. You go right up to them. Oh, in the vehicle, and then you feed them. Like, I feel like the kangaroos, don't they like? Can they box you? I feel like I don't want to mess with kangaroos anymore. Not that I ever did, but I feel like I've seen too many videos where they can get a little rough. But yes, she was very up close with nature. Was that all attached to your trip to New Orleans? Have you been gone that long? So you took a long vacation. You've been gone a long time. Wouldn't it be so nice? Yes. There's something about nature where you stay in the moment. Like that is my favorite thing about summer is my hummingbirds, and they're gone right now. I believe Tiffany at TMI Gifts, she has them. I'm like, well, take good care of them. But yeah, they make their way down south when it gets cooler out, and then they come back to wherever they were. So we've had the same ones pretty much for the last few years. This year, it was like the babies of them came. I don't think they were exactly the same. One of them looked the same, but I think it was like the next generation of hummingbirds here in New Hampshire. But I absolutely adore them because my brain shuts off when I'm looking at them instead of thinking about a million things. I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay. This is going to be thick. You're still on vacation? Amber, what's going on? Huh? I'm just jealous. Not mad. I'm not mad. I'm just jealous. So are you still in New Orleans? Yes. Let's see. You've been to, Julie's been to a sanctuary with bears, but not all the animals. There is a bear right now in Pelham, and I'm always just like, I never want to see it because I know I'm going to want to feed it. And I know I'm not going to. I know that's wrong. But do I want to? Yes. Hey, Sydney. How are you? Let's see. I'm sorry if the captions went. That should be automatic. Because I know there's people who also, you know, like they'll be watching TV with like, you know, like a loved one sleeping or something like that. Like it's nice to have the captions. My daughter has the captions on regardless, which I kind of think is annoying because I can tell when she's been here because the captions are always on. But some people just like having the captions. Some people need it if you have, you know, again, somebody like snoozing next to you or something. So yeah, so we're thinking this bow is going to go maybe on a swag. I don't want to go too swag crazy, but you know, it's like I'm learning to do something new, and so I just want to keep trying it out. It's not vacation, it's home. I think if you don't live there full time, it's probably a vacation if you're not doing all the cooking and cleaning. I'm going to say you're on vacation, Amber. But you know, maybe you're doing the cooking. Maybe you're just that nice of a house guest. I just don't know. I could see that. And who is watching your dog? Is mom doing dog duty for you? Because I don't know who would spoil that dog more, but your mom is clearly capable of equally spoiling that pup. Yeah, creep on Amber's page. I don't know if it's private or not, but it was really amazing to see how up close she was. So, oh, and let me see. Yeah, your mom's got him. Lucky dog. And let's see. Ginger, where do you live? Are you in New Mexico? Or am I just saying that because you said Mexico? Because you had hummingbirds come through on their way to Mexico a couple weeks ago. Yeah, like we get them for several months. I mean, at least, I feel like we have them for at least 2 to 3 months. Okay, so I'm going to slide this off the dowel. This is super thick in the middle. So what I am going to do is I'm going to have my zip tie in place. If you are taking your bow off the dowels and you can tell you're just kind of losing your grip on it, I just quickly put it back down because you don't want to have to redo all your work. I'm just taking my zip tie. And you could also use chenille stems. You could use floral wire, but I like zip ties just because the amount of pressure that you need to keep on these loops, it's a lot. So floral wire is going to probably struggle. And chenille stems, I think it's going to be a heck of a lot of twisting. Plus with the zip ties, it's just kind of an automatic thing, you know. I feel like all I've done today is like make a mess and then clean it up. I pick things up and I put things down. It's been one of those days. Okay, so before we do any fluffing, I am going to finish off our tails. And let's see. So when you have something, oh, you're watching football, Sydney. Okay, you're multitasking. I respect that. I greatly respect that. What is on for football on Saturday night? Is it college? I feel like it must be college. So when we have something fancy on the backside of a ribbon, it's always nice to showcase it. It definitely lets your customers know if you're somebody selling, or if it's even just for your own home. You know, it's just got that look of luxury. So you want to take advantage of that. Okay, so what I do is I do a little fold first. And then I'm going to do this one bigger. Usually I do like an inch, but this is so cool that I want to make sure that like you can really, really see it. And I'm going to repeat. So I'll just kind of cut diagonal. Let's see. I love all the things that people do when they're like multitasking. I love Carolina. She's often at work. It's like, I respect it. I have been there. I have done that. Let's see. They need to make a little weight to fit on that bow maker to keep those loops down. I think that's a great idea, Ginger. I see what you're saying. So she's saying if there was something that's kind of like compressing it as we're doing it, then, because this even, I mean, it's still really thick, and I have the zip tie as tight as possible. That's a good idea, because then, like, as you can see at the end, this kind of kept popping up. This one, it didn't want to stay put. All right, for 2.5-inch ribbon, I usually dovetail, so I'm just folding it in half, cutting up at an angle. Do we still have TMI Gifts here? Because I have a question. I am doing the upcoming summit, the I'm going to botch that name too, Amber. But Ashley from Three Little Greenwoods has organized it, and it starts on October 7th. It's a free event. You can sign up. You can go on my Facebook page, and there's a link in the comments section. But it's going to be a good time. But TMI Gifts, I worked with them on what I'm going to make. And I literally had like 2 totally different carts. And I just could not decide. And I was like, can Macy decide? So I'm just curious who did. Because in the end, I would have been happy with either. But I'm very happy with the decision. I have not announced it. I know everyone's probably merrymakers. Thank you. Thank you, Kim. At least somebody knows what's going on here. All right, so same thing with our white velvet. We have this nice gold backing, so I'm gonna flip it, first cut it, so that we're getting all the pretty parts. Merrymakers Holiday Summit. That is a mouthful. That is like Tiffany did. Oh, where is it? I have it written down because I still... I've never squawked about the names Tiffany has given kits until this one. The Holiday Splendor Cypress Swag Kit. I was like, that is a mouthful. Holiday Splendor Cypress Swag Kit. I was like, Tiffany, why are you mad at me? We got through it. My girl Jessica, TMI Gifts, was very patient with me because I had to do several retakes for that one. Merrymakers Holiday Summit. Yes, so you should check that out. There's a whole variety of designers doing a variety of different projects. And then there's going to be some bonus content. And, you know, Ashley does not do anything, you know, halfway. She goes the distance. So she has really been working on this very hard. And I know it's going to be an awesome event. And she picked a great group of people to do it. And I'm super excited about it. Very happy for my bestie. My wreath bestie. All right, so how are we looking here? Let me see. Let's see. So, okay, so Sydney's saying that she likes the folding versus dovetailing. She's not a fan of the dovetailing. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. You know, like there's certain things that we like. For me, I like dovetailing. I also like the diagonal cut, but I always definitely like showing this stuff off. So for you, do you always fold, or do you sometimes just do straight across or diagonal? Like what is your preference? In addition to, or is it the folding? I love when people have opinions on stuff. I think you should. Let's see. And Sydney, do you design? I think you do. I feel like you do, but let me know. Because I just think that the things that make us different are what makes us like special at what we do. So, you know, when it comes to crafty people, I feel like we all can get to where we want to go, but in very different ways. And like that, I think is always fascinating. Like I know people question some of the things I do in life and in designing. No, but we all just have our own way. Like, you know, I'm self-taught. I think probably most people are self-taught to some degree. And then, you know, you end up going on YouTube and finding, you know, teachers. Like I found Julie when I was just starting out my business. Like I wouldn't have known how to ship things. You know, like she just had so many tips on like how to package things, how to design, like what materials to use, all of those things. So it definitely leveled up my game. You always want to find a teacher that speaks to you because there's so many different people out there and they all have a lot to offer. But for me, like I like having people that are like funny. It just keeps me engaged. If it's real serious, it's not necessarily going to hold my interest as much. I'd rather be like a tad bit entertained, which Letty, if you're on here again, can I just pressure you? Oh, that's right. Sydney, you don't have the audio. Okay. All right. That's fair enough. Let's see. You squirrel a lot. Yes, I have a whole bunch. And actually, if you watch this from the beginning, it'll run through what the kits are because next week we're going to start with that Cypress swag, which is very basic, but like, especially knowing all the stuff you have on hand, you could do so much with it. So the kit itself is $76, which is not bad. It's, you know, real touch cypress. It's got some berries. It's got some ribbon, but you could like totally bling it out or you could keep it simple. So I wanted to have, you know, a variety of kits. This is just very traditional. And ooh, do we want to curl this? It's like my thing today. So yeah, so check it out. And then promo code CARA20 saves you 20%. So the pricing that I'm giving you guys is with the 20% taken off. Normally I just complain that I can't do math, but I decided to actually do it today. So we're doing the Cypress kit on the 2nd. And then if you're interested, Kim, it's not Christmas related, but we are doing the blue rose arrangement. And there's only one left. There was one left before I started. And that comes in like this really nice antique container. Okay. And it's got just a whole bunch of like beautiful florals and accents to it. So I'm excited about that. I'm surprised that sold quicker than anything else that I did. And it's not even really Christmas specific. Although I could see it being wintry. Oh yeah, you could put in like something kind of snowy. So you have some from other kits to use as well. Letty does not live close enough to me. Letty is in North Carolina. I'm hoping that's okay to be telling you. I mean, saying Letty. But Letty travels like I've never seen anybody she will drive across country like just at the drop of a hat. She has no problem driving around everywhere. So she loves to visit her sister. She loves to visit her friends. She was here not that long ago. Be nice if she came back soon because she is just so funny. And she does these posts that say, I'm never drinking again. And it's always just so funny because then, like, you know, you see it again and again. And I'm like, she's hysterical. She's one of a kind. All right, so here is our black, white, and gold bow. All right. And I'm going to end up pairing it with some of these style ornaments. I think I have these in a couple shapes. But yes, I'm definitely a huge fan of the Harlequin. And I do love this with the jacquard backing. You know, it's definitely a little on the pricier side, but I think it was $28, which is not terrible for something of this quality. And yeah, that is, and yep, this is TMI. This is really, really nice. This comes in all different colors and sizes as well. So that's very, very structured. They have it in red and white too, I believe. And same with this diagonal also, TMI Gifts. So, yep, if you are watching this live or on replay. You can catch the kits. You can use promo code CARA20 to save 20% off your entire purchase. However, if you're getting a kit, you want to purchase it separately so that you don't pay shipping. If you add something to kits, it ends up adding shipping. So you just want to make sure when you're checking out, if you're getting a kit, that there's no shipping on it. If not, if there is, I mean, then I would take the kit out and then do a separate transaction. So it's worth it. I mean, no one wants to pay for shipping, right? So, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for keeping me company on this Saturday night. And let's see. I will be back on, is it Tuesday? I think it's Tuesday. Whatever October 2nd is. Maybe it's Thursday. I'll be back to do our first of many kits with TMI Gifts. Hey, Connie, how are you? Popping in at the last minute, but it's always nice to see your name. Let's see. I'm just jumping back to YouTube. So Sydney is trying to lip read. In that case, I'm just going to do this, Sydney, just to make sure that you watch the whole thing over again. Hey, Jacqueline, how are you? And I'm so glad you guys like the bow. Yes, today has been a day of bow making, for sure. So, all right, well, I will be back on live. Let's see, I'll be doing it on YouTube, but I'll probably also, if I can figure it out twice, I'll also stream it on Facebook as well. But YouTube is usually the spot that I'm going to be at. So I hope everybody has a great night. Thank you guys so much for keeping me company, and I'll see you soon.